PRS Guitars unveiled a new limited edition guitar for their 40th anniversary. The new guitar is the Kanami Limited Edition, and it is named after Kanami, the guitarist in the BAND-MAID band. It is a Japanese band for those who don't know, and that's her.
カナミシグネチャーモデルを弾いてくれる方が、いらっしゃるということで、それを想像するともうすごく感動しちゃいます。もし目の前でそれを見てしまったらもう泣いちゃうかもしれないです。
And by the way, for those who didn't notice, this guitar is connected to an Archon at the back. Now, a couple of interesting things to be said about why Kanami, out of all the artists, was selected for 40th anniversary, because again, 40th anniversary, is a big deal. Number one, let's figure out what kind of a guitar it is, and then number two, why Kanami was awarded this honor, because as an artist, when Paul Reed Smith makes you an electric guitar, that's a big deal. You have the Gen 3 tremolo, Phase 3 locking tuners, and the 8515 pickup. So important. Probably the most important piece of information here. Body construction solid. Top wood is quilted maple. Mahogany is the back wood. Violin top carve. 24 frets, 25-inch scale length. Mahogany neck. Fretboard wood is ebony. High gloss nitro. Both treble and bass pickups are 8515. Guys, there's nothing new or surprising about this guitar, and I am a PRS fan. Like, PRS is my one of the top three favorite guitar brands of mine, right? I'm a massive fan of PRS, and I have 2 PRS guitars right back there. And I'm not trying to dunk on PRS, I'm a massive fan of their work, right? But this is really a custom 24 guitar, really, with a 2408 setup. And I'll tell you guys exactly why. Number one, and by far the most important, is the pickups, the 8515 pickups. For those who don't know, when it comes to the final output, the final sound output of your electric guitars, the pickup and the amp have the lion's share, right? Tone wood does have an impact, however little. How the neck is connected to the body, what the nut is made out of, all of these things obviously have an impact, right? But the pickups have the lion's share, right? They have like the most impact in terms of what the sound output of your electric guitar is going to be like. 8515 pickups are the exact same ones that are in the custom 24 core models. And since 2024, they're also installed on the PRS S2 models, which is the next tier of the custom 24, right? You have the core, you have the S2, and then you have the SE, which are the most affordable ones, and they're made in Indonesia, the SE models. S2 is also made in the US, and they have the exact same pickups, right? So this guitar is not gonna sound so crazily different to a custom 24 guitar. When you go and look at the specs of this guitar differs from your custom 24 or your 08 in maybe 3 major areas that are not that crazy, right? The first is that the top wood here is quilted maple. In your standard custom 24, it's just a normal maple. So here you go, that's your custom 24. And as you can see, the top wood here is maple. The second difference is that the fretboard wood here is ebony, whereas in a custom 24 guitar, the fretboard is usually rosewood. I'll show you. Here we go. See that? And the third difference, which again is not that consequential to the final sound, not really, is the inlays. So this one, for the Kanami's limited edition, the inlays are the brush stroke birds, which look like this, and you can find them also on Paul's guitar. These are the same birds, but they got the brush stroke, and Paul's guitars already have that, so this is not a new neck inlay either. And compare that with custom 24, where you can get the actual birds, which, to be fully honest with you guys, I prefer the normal bird inlays. And that's really about it. there's really hardly any differences between this limited edition guitar and Custom 24, and it's not supposed to, right? Like, if you think about it, when somebody says limited edition, you're not to expect a new, crazy, new, innovative, different guitar. Do you know what I mean? Limited edition usually means something aesthetically or some minor changes here and there are done on the guitar, but it's very similar to the other ones that were already in production. What's interesting here is that they've created this limited edition guitar for a guitarist of a band that is not really that well known in America, or I would suspect in the West, in the English speaking world. Why would Paul Reed Smith do this for a lesser known guitarist from Japan? I think what PRS is doing is that they're trying to sort of take some of that Japan market from other guitar brands like Ibanez, Fender, and Gibson. And I think that's a great thing. So I like that move. It'll be nice if we have like SE models made in Japan instead of Indonesia. Wouldn't that be nice? Just saying. So congratulations to Kanami. More power to her. That's a good thing. I think more good guitarists should have signature guitars made for them. Seriously.